This short video is just to go through 3 examples on how to convert between different types of atmospheric pressure. So first thing you need to know, and this was in the PowerPoint, you need to have the conversion factors. So we see up at the top that 1 ATM equals, and 1 ATM equals 760 torr, and 1 ATM or 760 torr equals 101,325 pascals, which equals 760 millimeters of mercury. You notice that this is pascals, so to get to kilopascals, it's just simply moving the decimal 3 places to the left. So that means kilopascals is 101.325 kilopascals. And the last thing, pounds per inch squared is 14.70. Okay, so using these conversion factors, we're going to convert from one unit of measurement to another. So for part A, we have convert 320 millimeters of mercury to ATM, or atmospheric pressures. Well, doing these conversions is kind of like what you were doing in stoichiometry. We're going to use dimensional analysis. So we're going to start with what we're given, 320 millimeters of mercury. Now, if we want millimeters of mercury to cancel out, we need millimeters of mercury on the bottom, and because we're converting to ATMs, we need ATMs on the top. So looking at our conversions, right, we know that 1 ATM is equal to 760 millimeters of mercury. So on the side that has millimeters of mercury, right at the bottom, we put the 760. On the top, we put a 1. And now you're going to multiply, you're going to take 320 and you're going to divide it by 760 because it's on the bottom of the fraction. And that gives us 0.42105, and your calculator kind of keeps going. Looking at this number, it has 2 significant figures, which means our final answer is 0.42, and it is in the units of ATM. So you can see it's fairly simple, similar to those stoichiometry problems. So moving on to the next one, we have 30 psi, and psi stands for pounds per inch squared. So pounds per inch squared. So if we are going to convert from pounds per inch squared, we need that in the bottom of the fraction so that these units will cancel out with these units. At the top of the fraction, right, we're going to millimeters of mercury, so millimeters of mercury. And so looking back at our conversions, we know that we have 14.70 pounds per inch squared, so 14.70, and we have on the top millimeters of mercury, so we're still at 760, so the top is 760. So in your calculator, you are going to punch in 30 times 760 because it's on the top of the fraction, divided by 14.7 because it's on the bottom of the fraction, and that gets you 1,551.02, and again it's going to keep going and going and going. Well, this has 3 significant figures, so your answer needs to be in 3 significant figures. So the final answer is 1,550 millimeters of mercury. So that is our final answer for part B. So moving on to our last one, part C. The barometric pressure at Breckenridge, Colorado, elevation 9,600 feet, is 580 millimeters of mercury. Again, we want millimeters of mercury to cancel. so that's going to be on the bottom, so these units are going to cancel. And looking back again, it's still 760. So we put 760 on the bottom. And then on the top, we want to know how many kilopascals, right? Well, kilopascals is here. So 101.325 goes on the top. 101.325 kilopascals. So in your calculator, 580 times 101.325, because it's on the top of the fraction, divided by 760 because it's on the bottom, gets you 77.327. This value here, because the decimal is there, that is 3 significant figures, so our answer is 77.3 kilopascals. So as you can see, they're fairly simple. Hopefully this will help you with your pressure conversions.